just in the meantime we decided to clean up at the bus, get everything we're not using out. So a lot more room to work now. Yeah boy, coming on. Okay, so now we've got a bit of room. What I want to do is I want to remove this panelling the whole way down. It's quite old in places. You see the paint starting to come away. You could get away with possibly just sanding it, but it's just not worth it. If we can get in behind that, then we can see what the rest of the walls are like. This is why you remove all the panelling to see what you're working with. A few restorations been done in here. Okay guys, so I just want to do a quick recap with the bus to kind of see where we're at the moment. If you have a quick look, you'll notice we have removed a lot of the side panelling. We've removed the curtains and the old walls that used to be here. We've just got to get all this emptied and recycled. This is some of the insulation that was in between the panelling, and you can imagine water will get into that and it'll just transfer straight through the panels into the inside of the interior. So we have quite a lot that's been done, and now what we're really going to focus on is cleaning up this interior, getting the inside looking as best. We're still in the process of removing the engine. Rather than trying to work on the engine in situ, we're going to take the whole engine out and we're going to send it away to have all the gaskets replaced. Really just sort of tidy everything up, get it all repainted, so when it goes back in we'll have a reconditioned engine to work from. So one of the issues I've got at the moment is I have been storing a lot of the stuff to go in the bus in a garage. However, we don't have use of that garage anymore, so I'm going to have to take it in, but that'll give us a good opportunity to just check, see what the spacing is going to be like, and just kind of set everything in place, and it'll give us a better idea of how it's going to look at the end project. Yeah, we've got a bit left to do, but it's coming along nicely. You see, we're starting to get there with the cleaning. Everything's coming along quite nicely now. So just a couple more hours cleaning, get everything tidied up, and then we can start getting some of the furniture in. That's hopefully going to be the making of the new camper. So yeah, keep watching, see how we get on. Right, so these two seats here, I'm not sure if you can imagine it, however, this one here is going to get turned around. Well, actually this one will be here, that one is going to be there. The reason being is on each side they're a lot short at the bottom, so we'll put the bracket on the inside close to the wall. But this is just to give us an idea of the spacing of where the breakfast table is going to be. So as I said, you'll have that one facing that way, that one turned round facing in as well, and we'll have the table in the middle. And this is the table that I want to have a sort of army theme, sort of submerged in epoxy resin, but obviously that's in a pipeline. But that gives us an idea of where that's going to sit.
Silent nights recalling you, a souvenir of what it could be. Pieces of my mind are yours.
So this is going to be one of the seating areas. These are actually some upcycled card stands, and I really want to sort of try and use as much recycled material in here as possible. And so we have some tops for them.
Right one.
And that's it.
I want to see if this fits.
We had another idea. We've got a few of these cushions left from the bus. Nah, not quite.
Not quite.
If they were a wee bit longer, we would have got away with using them for the seats, but we might actually get away with using them for backs.
Oh, the upholstery.
Yeah. Now, I'll give us an idea what we want to aim for.
You can
At
use
least.
the original foam and all that for make new seats out of them. If you join two in together, all we need is a bit.
And worst case scenario, we can just use them against the back, because these won't actually sit as flush to the wall as that. These will be out a wee bit. Roughly, I would say kind of about there. Small one again. So the idea with these things is there'll be two of these, 1, 2, and that's going to make up one bed. And what I'm wanting to do is I want to actually utilise these drawers, so when you pull them out and you lock them into place here, that we could possibly have something that would fit on top here that would then support your single bed along the way. Or that's the idea in principle. Whether it'll work, don't know. Now we're going to use a upcycled worktop. We may not be using this exact one.
This is just for a reference.
But just for a reference on how it's going to look. And it'll come out in a L shape. So from here,
I'm not standing there with the other bit in an L shape.
it's going to come out here. Thomas is against the idea, but once we have a sink in here and we have our double gas round here, we're only going to have this square to prepare food on unless we can get something to fill the big space of the sink. But if you think I'm right having an L shape, then leave a comment in the section below. And if you think Thomas is right and we're just going to have one worktop, then leave a comment in the section below and let us know what you think.
Or the compromise.
Or is there a compromise? Is
Yeah,
there an
fold-
option 3?
The fold down is the compromise.
A fold down.
You've got followers, let them.
It could be practical. It might not be practical. But yeah, leave a comment in the section below if you think option 3, have a fold down worktop. And that could be a compromise, which I might be open to that. Right, so I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough of what we're thinking for the layout. So all in all, we're looking, when we come onto the bus, that we're going to have our breakfast table here, which is rough sort of spacing, seats opposite direction. We're then going to have our seating area. This is going to be against the wall, and we'll also have cushions, and these will pull out into a double bed on this side, slightly wider, single bed on this side. We're going to look at some custom upholstery to go on top of that. The more I look at this, the colour of the wood, I might just change the facings and all this just to a more sort of either a rustic sort of feel. The kitchen, originally I wanted it on this side, and now that we've got it in, I've had this idea. We also have the fuel tank on the left hand side, so we're then going to put the water and the waste on the right hand side just to offset the weight. So rather than running pipes from the kitchen here down to the waste and water, if we put the kitchen on this side, we'll cut into the floor here just so that it's a flush right down to the floor. we'll then have our bathroom on this side, and what it'll allow us to do is run our water and our waste directly from this side of the bus straight up, less joins and things. Then on this side we'll have our bunk beds. And I was watching a YouTube video, I'm going to stick the link in the description below. Can't remember his name off the top of my head at the moment, but they have these wee hoops on the roof that go into a roof rack on the top, similar to this, also slightly more heavy duty, and they go into a roof rack on the top of their bus, or a camper van I think it was, and they have two at an angle, and they've used them for hammocks. And I want to utilise that idea because I think it's a fantastic idea just for that extra bit of space. So we'll possibly have one just from about here over, so it'll be kind of in the kitchen area, and down at the bottom here I'm thinking another one from here out, so it'll still be in the main seating area. I think it's a fantastic idea to get extra space, plus you take them down when you're not using them. So if you think that's a good idea, can you let me know and leave a comment in the comments below, and yeah, keep an eye out for our next video, and hopefully we'll be seeing some paint going in soon. As I said, we've only got all this in because we've got nowhere to store it at the moment, so we're going to have to cover all this up now when we're doing the painting. But that'll be the next stage, get all this old paint off the roof, get it all painted, a fresh coat of paint. If you've got ideas for colours, I'd love to hear, just let me know, because it's one of the, probably the hardest questions I have at the moment is what colour am I going to paint inside. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.